Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to give us your thumbs up, like us, subscribe, and also please make sure you share our stuff on this channel. Details of meetings with Fabemi, Wike, Fubara, and other governors with ministers with President Tinubu emerge. Details of Tinubu's meeting with Fagbemi, Wike, Fubara, other governors, ministers emerge. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has called on political leaders across the country to channel more resources and policies towards the poor and vulnerable, emphasizing the need for selfless service. Speaking at an iftar gathering on Monday night in Abuja, Tinubu hosted governors, members of the Federal Executive Council, service chiefs, and selected heads of ministries, departments, and agencies at the State House. Addressing his guests, Tinubu urged leaders to work in the interest of the country, the people, stressing that leadership is a responsibility, not a privilege. I thank you all for responding to this invitation. You honor this out of respect, not because you don't have enough to eat or share. He said, he quoted in a statement by his spokesperson, Bayo Ononuga. Tinubu highlighted that government efforts are crucial in meeting citizens' expectations, noting that economic and human development indicators have shown positive improvements. The president credited economic reforms to the collective efforts of the Federal Executive Council and leaders at the subnational level. I recall in our first FEC meeting, I said we were going to work hard to fetch water from a dry well. We are still working hard to ensure that there is water to drink and that we spend money, not the people. You, the leaders at the subnational levels, are also doing all you can to spend money, not the people, Tinubu stated. He urged leaders to govern with posterity in mind, ensuring that history remembers them positively. Look at yourselves as navigators that will bring the country to the promised land. Standing here as president is a great honor and you can't trade it. Continue doing what you are doing and do more for the people, he added. The chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, and governor of Kwara State, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, commended Tinubu for his bold and decisive economic reforms. Similarly, Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia, who led the Christian prayers, noted the significance of Muslims and Christian fasting simultaneously, calling it a sign of unity. Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, acknowledged that the prices of goods and foodstuffs have been gradually decreasing, attributing it to Tinubu's economic policies. Fagbemi also noted that the reforms had positively impacted livelihoods, praising the president's courage in implementing tough but necessary decisions. Dignitaries present at the iftar dinner include Vice President Kashim Shettima, the Chief of Staff to the President, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, and minister and cabinet members. Among the state governors in attendance are Dr. Alex Oti of Abia State, Pastor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom, Bala Muhammad of Bauchi, Ayasin Aliya of Benue, Babagana Zulum of Borno, Sheriff Oboweri of Delta, Monday Okpebolo of Edo, Muhammad Yahya of Gombe, Umar Namadi of Jigawa, and Ubasani of Kaduna. Others are Abba Kabir Yusuf of Kano, Nasir Idris of Kebbi, Abdul Rahman Abdulrazak of Kwara, Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa, Muhammad Bago of Niger, Dapo Abiodun of Ogun, Lucky Aiyedatiwa of Ondo, Doyediri of Bayelsa, and Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State. Also in attendance were heads of key government agencies, the chairman of the National Hajj Commissions of Nigeria, Professor Abdullahi Mukhtar Mahamad, and the acting Controller General of the Nigeria Correctional Services, Sylvester Ndidi Nwakuche, the Controller General of the Federal Fire Services, Jaji Abdulganiyu, and the Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adeniyi. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL), Abba Kyari, and the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, These are some of the government worker agencies and governors that graced the occasion of the iftar with the president. And looking at the major discussion of the president, the heart of the discussion is that they should spend money, not the people. It's a deep statement and comes out of I think a deep thought. The governors are not supposed to, begin to usurp the opportunity given to them. More money has been given to them to spend for the people. The president asked them to do things that will be for posterity, because posterity will not forget, will remember. I hope these men will hear. I hope all these leaders will listen, because if President Tinubu is telling them this, well, I hope he is also doing the same thing, because it is expected that they are supposed to also, follow his own example and glean from his knowledge. Well, we can't rule out the fact that what the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice said concerning the prices of food in the country is really, really coming down. But then, how significant is it? Because we cannot continue to say yes, they have done well, but not pointing out the fact that their well is not well enough. Because if it doesn't have a good effect in the life of the people, it's not well enough. If the price of petrol doesn't go down to a point that the transporters will reduce the price, it is not going down at all, it's not well enough. If the price of foods are not going down to a point that a poor man with his own little minimum wage can afford to put food on the table for his family without stealing, without unnecessary struggle, then it is not well enough. So those who are at the ends of affairs shouldn't just jump out to begin to praise themselves when they have just a little leap, just a quantum little change. No, they are supposed to, raise their head high when it seems as if it is the obvious that they are not even the one to tell us. The people will say it themselves. Nigerians will come out to say, yes, things are getting better. We can't rule out the fact that, yes, those little changes are, is affecting, those who happen to be businessmen, the middle class, but the people in the low class are yet to feel it, because the burden is still being bared by them. The elites are sharing the burden, are shedding it to these people. So Nigerians should not give a thumbs up to the government until the fellow man walking on the street can see the necessary changes that we are talking about, like making sure that the price of transportation drastically reduce, that the transporter can boldly say, yes, we are going down with our prices, and the petroleum marketers too shouldn't complain. They should say, yes, let it go down, and then the woman in the market and the farmer too can say things are better, and that is when we can give a thumbs up. But a word is enough for the wise from the president, and let them also, the governors and the subnationals, do the needful. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you keep liking. God bless you.